Tony started off with the White Sox, had some success there, but was fired, then went over to Oakland, where he did even better. Lured to St. Louis by general manager Walt Jocketty.
He was expected to do the same thing here in St. Louis he did in Oakland. The problem was his starting pitching just continued to go down. Injuries just decimated what potentially could have been a good staff.
Play ball, but for sure Paquette should have gotten one out. Instead, he didn't get anybody.
Paquette making a couple mistakes on the same play. He underestimates the strength and speed of Ruben Rivera, and you've heard many a Little League coach tell you to keep both hands on the baseball. He took his right hand off, tried to make the tag with just a glove. The ball kicked out, and because of it, it's not an easy double play.
And it's an error charged to Craig Paquette, allowing a run to score and allowing two runners to move into scoring position. Ruben Rivera knocked the ball loose, and here's Tony Gwynn. Line drive, fair down the right field line. Number 2,999, and he drives in 2 runs. And the fans applaud Tony, who may not get to 3,000 hits. He needs one more. But Tony may have put this game out of reach with a 2-run single. 2-run double, actually. Tony tipping his hat to the crowd.
How about the little tip of the hat to Big Mac? And Big Mac pointed his finger saying, right back at you, big guy.
Now with the pop chanting, Tony, Tony, and we are in St. Louis. What a tribute to Tony Gwynn. Mom Vindella's family here tonight. The Cardinals congratulating him. One more to go for 3,000, though.
You know, it might happen tomorrow, might happen 2 days from now, but I'm not that concerned about getting one hit, which is really why I was hoping last night I could maybe sneak one more at bat in, because one is a whole lot easier than 2.
Tony hopes to get number 3,000 today because it's his mom's birthday. It'd be a great present. By the way, the Padres beat the Cardinals 10-3 last night. That's the sound of Padres fans who couldn't make it to St. Louis for the game live, so they went to Qualcomm Stadium, where the Padres opened up the stadium live, free, so they could cheer their guy on. They say if they're a little disappointed that Tony didn't get it last night, but they say if Tony made it 17 years to get where he is now, they can hang on a few more days to see it. The fans love seeing Tony get number 29.99 last night, and they say they'll be back at Qualcomm today when the stadium gates open up again at 3:30. Another freebie for the fans, hoping he'll get it today in Montreal.
Well, you guessed this. Tony Gwynn is creating a boom for some store owners. The closer he gets to 3,000, the more merchandise flies off the shelves. New shirts, pins, teddy bears, bats, and, of course, hats. Michelle Champagne manages the Padres store at the stadium. She says people were lined up to buy Tony Gwynn memorabilia early in the morning. She's been waiting a while to display the stuff.
Get it over with. Scott Walker is among those on hand for what could be a big night at the Big O.
Tony Gwynn, one hit away from 3,000. Are you anxious at all going into tonight's game?
No, I'm a lot calmer. I think after going through last night's game, you know, being really nervous at the beginning of it, I'm better suited now for this game. A lot less pressure. A lot less expectation, I think. You know, last night people felt like you had to do it in St. Louis, you know, and you kind of felt that pressure to try to get 2 hits. Where tonight, the start of a 4-game series, so I'll be here for 4 days, so I hope eventually to get one.
Well, your mom is here, and it's her birthday. Any chance of getting her a special present today?
Well, I got 2,000 6 years ago on her birthday, and would love nothing more than to get 3,000 tonight on her birthday. It'd be a whole lot easier to remember it, that's for sure.
When it comes down to it now, have you enjoyed this chase to 3,000?
I've enjoyed the chase. I really have. That part of it has been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of hard work. All the attention I haven't, just because I think more than anything, I'm just not used to it. I'm just not used to being in the spotlight by myself like I've been. But the chase itself has been just a wonderful thing, and I've really enjoyed it and probably will cherish it the rest of my life. But I'm sitting on 29.99. I got one more to go, and I think once you get that one hit, I think it'll dawn on you exactly what you've been able to accomplish. But until then, you deal with the fanfare, you deal with all the hubbub, and you go out there and you try to get it done. But I think once it's done, I think I'll feel really good about it.
Well, the chasing Dan Smith. Line drive, center field. There it is, number 3,000 for Tony Gwynn. In his first at bat of the night in a foreign country in Canada, at Olympic Stadium, Tony Gwynn has done it. Being congratulated by Kerwin Danley, the first base umpire, his former teammate at San Diego State, and all of Tony's teammates streaming out of the dugout to congratulate him. And they are going wild at Qualcomm Stadium, sharing in the exploits of Tony Gwynn, who in his first at bat becomes the 22nd player in Major League history to get 3,000 hits. What a thrill. Merv Redmond, his longtime hitting coach, giving him a hug. Greg Booker, his former teammate, now the bullpen coach. And there's his mom, Vindella, who, by the way, is celebrating a birthday tonight. Well, not only does Tony get a 3,000 hit, he does it on his mom's birthday. And here comes the rest of the family. Alicia, his daughter, his niece. A lot of the traveling party went back home. I'm sure they're either watching at home or at Qualcomm tonight. Congratulations to them as well. What a moment. So a journey that began back on July 19th, 1982. With an 8th inning double off Philadelphia's Sid Monge, now reaches 3,000 hits here in Montreal. And we'd like to welcome the ESPN viewers who've joined us for this historic moment. They've taken first base, been replaced by another one. Tony Gwynn says he will keep the ball that was hit for his 3,000th career hit. It'll go in his trophy case at home. He has designated other balls on the way to 3,000 for various family members, for his mom, for his wife, for his kids, for his alma mater at San Diego State, his old high school. Another look at number 3,000.
Well, it was a breaking ball, and it looked like Tony stayed on that ball quite well. Earlier on, he said he was jumping, and the reaction of the San Diego Padre bench, smiles all the way around. It's got to be a weight off the shoulder of Tony. He's happy about it.
No, it's finally over. Tony Gwynn had hoped it would end tonight. Sonny Jaramillo, who's been traveling with the team, keeping track of the ball, the time, the place, who the pitcher was. On Tony's march to 3,000 hits, they have been retiring not only the balls and the bats, but the uniforms and the batting helmets. And Tony says when he gives out the gifts to people, not only will they get a ball, they will also get a complete uniform. Reggie Sanders pops it up back of second base. And the shortstop, Orlando Cabrera, makes the catch.